Hey guys, Beat here. Today I'm redrawing and re-explaining my OCs. I just thought I should make a more updated reference sheet and I should give them more outfits and stuff so they kind of stand out more and it fits with their personalities and so. Um, and also, before I forget, thank you to The Name is Yeti for helping me out with this. He had helped to introduce me to Pinterest where all of the outfit ideas were sourced from, so thank you for that. So, starting off with B here, um, she was originally the first character I made, and I wanted to give her a more, it's hard to explain, I guess introverted look, like you're trying to not be seen, or in a way, um, it's hard to kind of explain this when I am this, but, basically, she, always has a different coat on, and everything. Her full name is Beatrice, it's Beatrice Mary Dodger. Her, nickname is B, which is why I do always call her B. I did experiment with giving her different hairstyles. Like you can see that she does have a little hair bun there. Um, and she is the only one that I did give more designed clothing, I would say. She's definitely not gonna be the last one, because how this reference sheet works is I can always expand it downward and just add in more outfits whenever I want to, which is what I plan on doing. Whenever I want to add in a new outfit, I'm going to. Some nicknames for B I gave her were Kit Kat and Fraidy Cat. Fraidy Cat's probably just gonna be what she's called as a joke, and Kit Kat is probably what she's gonna be called by Ellie, her girlfriend, which, moving on, relationship status, she is dating Ellie. She is 5'4". She is not the shortest, I'm sure, but she's average size to compare to everyone else. She is a lesbian. I did change that before. She was originally pansexual, but I changed it to, I think it fits her more, which kind of makes no sense now, but whenever I do start the comic she's in, it will make sense, I guess. I did give them all date of births, which hers is December 27th, 2003, which might change because I want them all to start 2 years back. The whole comic I'm working on is gonna be them in high school or whatever, their senior year of high school, and you know, I don't know if I'm ever gonna this is really hard to explain. If you haven't been able to tell yet, I do not have a script for this video, only the intro had a script, everything else I'm just doing a voiceover for. But, oh well. So I might change their date of birth if I want to have it mention something with today's time or something like that. For hobbies, I gave her writing. Her whole thing is gonna be she is a writer, and so, and her occupation is as a ghostwriter. I did add in favorite food and favorite music. Hers is chips, which I know is not a food, but if you saw the last reference sheet, I think it will you'll understand why I put that in. Moving on, also she likes jazz, but anyways, moving on to Ellie. Ellie, also known, her full name is Elizabeth Perla Ellis. She is a artist and a photographer, and her nicknames are Ellie, Crazy, and Honey. She was born on November 10th, 2003. She is pansexual. I think she's one of the few that is actually pansexual anymore. But she is dating B. I forgot to mention this, but B has a mom and a dad, and so does Ellie. There are gonna be some characters who do not have much family. Ellie does also have a baby brother. Her hobbies are painting and photography. Her favorite food is chocolate. Her favorite music is rock. And she is a fast food employee and a freelance artist as her jobs. And she is like the only character I gave a pet, even though like there is a character you will see later who does love pets. She has a fish named Cornball though, and another important thing is I didn't really draw tattoos for this. The only one I gave a tattoo was B, and I gave pretty much everyone a tattoo here. And Ellie's was a red and blue butterfly on her upper back, obviously to match B's butterfly, which is a purple and yellow butterfly on her lower back. And for Ellie, I just made it where everything she has is just like colorful and artistic, kinda in a way. Um, so you can probably see that now, as it's like being inked now. I did make sure, I probably should have added more, even because it was a big part of her clothing style in my last reference sheet. She wears ripped jeans a lot, and that was just like a big thing that I really liked and I thought would fit her a lot. So yeah. And now you can see that she is like becoming more colorful with the coloring being in play. I did add in that little, I think it's called beret or so, because I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun thing she would wear. A lot of the things I'm not exactly sure why I put them on my list to draw. This was like a very, very long list that took me a while to make. And you can see it in the bottom right in the reference sheet below. I did give her rainbow socks. I really liked making those. I thought they were a really good touch. She is wearing a rabbit onesie right there, which, I don't know, it just seemed cute. And all of them do have like there's like sleepwear is kind of basic in a way, which, I don't know, I was like not sure how much I could do there. I do kind of just want it to be a mix match of whatever they normally wear, and I'll just throw it together then. Anyways, moving on to Stacy, or Stacy Lena Winston. Some nicknames for her is Stace, Blondie, and Plant Lady. She was born in the 6th month, 29th, and 2004. I'm not good with months, so I don't know. Oh, it was June, okay. She is bisexual. She is 5'3". I forgot to mention that Ellie is 5'2". She is dating Melissa, and she is probably one of the ones with like the most complex kind of family. She has a mom, a younger sister, Amy, which I did not like make a reference sheet again for because I just kind of didn't want to. And she has an older sister, which I forgot to mention in my first reference sheet. Her oldest sister is Kelsey, actually. Which, I don't know, it just seemed like a fun thing to add in. Which, how I'm writing the comics will tie in eventually. Her favorite food is chicken salad. She is a gardener, that is her hobby. Favorite music is pop, and she works as a waitress. She has tattoos of rose vines going up her waist. This is like the biggest example of I didn't draw like the tattoos because as you can like see right there, there were like no tattoos really drawn there or whatever. But oh well, I will eventually have art with her having tattoos and so you can see it. Anyways, for her outfits, it's kind of a mix of like a bunch of cozy stuff and alluring, I guess you could say. Like as you can see from this nightgown, you can understand what I mean. But I don't know. Her whole personality is supposed to be she's a party girl, but she also loves to like take care of plants and all this stuff. That's the best way I can describe her at the moment. A few things. I did recycle some of their old outfits, so there's always like one outfit that does kind of match what they would used to wear. Like for Stacy here, a lot of her outfits contain a blue skirt and one of them containing a gray top, which was just drawn there. Um, which I thought was a good touch. I just wanted to add in the old outfits in some way, shape, or form. Um, and in her nightgown, not the one that's being drawn right now, one of the ones that's coming up, it is a starry, like a little starry nightgown, which is her sleepwear that she used to have, which I really wanted to add that in. I thought it was really nice and pretty, and there you go, there it is. Next up, Melissa Audrey Weaver. Her nickname is Red. She was born in June, if I'm right, yeah, no wait, July. July 11th, 2003. She is a lesbian. 5'6". She is the second tallest, if I'm right. She's dating Stacy. She lives with her grandparents, so her hobbies are cooking, bird watching, and car work. She is actually the second person to be into car work, which I will get into later, which will actually be the last person I'll be talking about. But, she works as a veterinarian assistant, and her whole personality is like she loves animals and all this. She also has a tattoo, well, two tattoos actually. One of a snake going up her back, and a heart on her sleeve, which I thought would be a nice fitting touch for her. A lot of her outfits contain overalls or like a country girl look, which was kind of what I was just going for here. And a lot of her outfits also just contain the color red. I am now noticing that. It'll either be red or a dark shade of brown that looks kind of red in a way. Which I don't know. There were a lot of mistakes made in everything here, so I don't know what to say, sorry. But I love it. I personally love how all of these came out, and I think they were really well done in the end. Also, before I forget, I am changing how I do videos, which, if that probably isn't obvious yet, I'm mainly going to be centering a lot of my videos around vampire stuff, because, as you probably know, I love vampires, and it's hard to explain. Well, this part isn't. I want to mainly talk about vampire books, like make video essays about certain books I like. There are certain big ones that I'm gonna have to go over first, so I can like reference back to them, but, you know, it'll be fun. Hold on, I'll explain after I explain Jessie. Jessie, or Jessie Reeve Finch, her alias is Jess. As you can see, if I go and think of an alias, I would probably shorten their name. She was born in, that is April, I think, the 4th month. Anyways, April 11th, 2004. She is transgender. She is the only character I have that is transgender. She is also a lesbian. She is the tallest by 6 feet. Sorry. She is dating Emma. She has a dad and a mom. If I'm right, I made it where they are divorced actually. She has one of the biggest changes though. I made it where she is a motorcyclist. And so her hobby is just riding on a motorcycle. You can actually see the motorcycle in the first sketch there. I'm not really good at drawing motorcycles, but I did my best. Her favorite food is cheeseburgers. Favorite music is pop. Occupation is a high school substitute teacher. She is one of the only ones that does not have any tattoos, which is as one of my friends said, like fitting for a high school teacher. But yeah, I really love a lot of her like new design. As you can see, green and wine colors are like very prominent in all of her outfits, which was not really intentional, but it was really fun. And now that I realized it's still on the inking phase, so you can't really see it yet, but you'll see it right after this in a few. But I really love how her outfits just pop out in a way. It seems kind of fitting for her, I guess. um Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, also, I plan on just making a bunch of vampire videos. I'm gonna go over some very well-known large books before I get into anything like personal. So like I can always reference back to them. So those are mainly gonna be like Dracula, Carmilla, the Vampire, which I know it's called the Vampire, but it's just spelled weird, so I'm gonna call it the Vampire. Varney the Vampire, and so much more. I want to get like done with the like first few, so I can just always reference back to them and all that. There's a lot of ones that I want to go over personally, like Stephen King's books. I really want to go over them, like Salem's Lot, The Night Flyer, American Vampire, and so. And we'll get back to that after this one. Emma Clem York, also known as M. Pinup, or Pinup, yeah, that's it. She was born on November 27, 2003. I actually think she shares a birthday with someone. Okay, she was like a month away from sharing a birthday with me. But, she is a lesbian. She is 5'1". She should be the shortest, actually. She is dating Jesse. Her family consists only of her mother. Hobbies, she loves car work, metalwork, and programming. And she is, her favorite food is gummy candy. Favorite music, heavy metal. Occupation, she is a car shop worker. She has no pets. And she has a tattoo of a sunflower on her back. Which, a best way to describe it is as like, there's no good way to describe it because I was gonna make a comparison to a vampire comic, but then I realized you might, if you look it up, you might come across the wrong scene. So I'm just gonna like say, just not mention it at the moment. Sorry. But speaking of which, a lot of the vampire books I want to go over are just very what I find fun, like I Am Legend. I do want to go over movies as well and talk about adaptations, like, and I think a good introduction to that is gonna be I Am Legend, which if you don't know was a really good vampire book, but it was eventually also turned into an adaptation with Will Smith in it, and it's sadly nothing like the book, and which is really sad because the book is probably one of the best vampire books in a long time. So it's just kind of sad how the movie went. But oh well, there'll be something new, which, sorry if there is a delay whenever this video comes out. I do also have to make more reference sheets soon. I am running out of time here, so that will be part 2. I am going to come out with a comic soon, and yeah, I will release updates whenever that happens. So that's gonna be about it. I will talk about more in the next video, but for now, bye.